More car payments, more issues, and more delusions. Right? We're going to talk about how a customer is 1 year late on car payments and wants a luxury car with bad credit and no money down. The same script every single time that leads to generational debt and suffering of finances. We're going to talk about people regretting car purchases and the facade that people put to have car payments. Welcome back to the channel. My name is MJ. I would love to earn your support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the full video. Let's jump straight in.
Stop letting social media lie to you. People are not making money. People are not getting money. They are living in financial distress. They are living in massive amounts of debt. So if you don't know, I own a small used car dealership. I get about 100 credit applications a month. And with the credit application, what do I get? I get your bank statements, I get your pay stubs, and I get to see your credit report where you're spending your money. Most people are maxed out on every credit card they have. They're maxed out on Klarna, they're maxed out on Affirm, and all these other buy now, pay later sites. So I recently made a post on my other page that I'm hiring, and my sales rep made $1,600 last week. She averages over, I would say based on all the paychecks, between 12 and 1,500 bucks a week, 6 days a week, half a day on Saturday. And people are like, oh, that's not enough money. That's not enough money. The average customer I see that comes into my lot to buy a car makes $600 a week. I own the business and I pay myself $600 a week. So for you to say $1,600 a week isn't enough money, you're lying.
I swear to God, social media has diluted people's brains. Everybody's rich. $1,600? That's $6,200 or something. Some people make $3,200 a month. $6,000 is not a lot of money. I understand why y'all so crazy now.
That's $80,000 a year. Most people will never see that in a lifetime. Most people with a college degree won't see that kind of money. Store managers aren't making that kind of money. So don't let social media lie to you and gas you up for failure, because the average person is only making $600 to $700 a week. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, my homeboy makes 120. I make 140. Yeah, you're the anomaly. You're the anomaly. It's like, wow, you are lucky. Because when you walk into Walmart, Walmart's the number one employer in the United States of America. Everybody there's making 15, 16 bucks an hour, 40 hours a week, not really overtime. You know, DoorDash, Uber Eats, these guys aren't making $1,600 a week. You know, they're scraping by. Most Americans are just getting by. Stop letting social media lie to you.
It's sad because on social media, people are not really posting. People are performing. They're putting on a facade. They're cosplaying wealth that is funded by credit cards and high interest personal loans. You're like a special character. You know how in certain video games you build a character? That's what social media is. Spending tomorrow's money with credit cards only to be paying them off for years. And in the next clip, we're going to see somebody that's living like that. But before that, let's read some comments. People are making money just living above their means. I do DoorDash and I make $12.50 a week. You ain't tell one lie. Some people are just in denial. Bro, $80K a year is still not good. I mean, maybe in Texas where you are, but in California, Orange County, California, if you don't make $100K, you're basically broke. Gas prices is probably like $6, $7 a gallon in California. The housing for one bedroom is probably like $2,200, $2,300 for just one bedroom. So it just depends on the state, but $80K is still a lot of money, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Dealing with buy here, pay here people. Totally different from the people that go into regular dealerships, etc. There's a reason they go to buy here, pay here instead of a big dealership. I've been making $2K a week since I was 20 years old. In my area, normal weekly rate is $380 a week, at most $450. You're doing amazing if you make $600, $800 weekly.
I don't know why people want to get into a Mercedes and BMW and you're late a year on your payments.
So the credit we pulled was a 515, but it says you had a recent repossession. Can you tell me what happened there?
I'm not sure what that is.
A repossession is essentially when you had a loan with a previous
I beg
car.
your pardon? You're playing the game without knowing the rules? I understand why businesses are very profitable. Capitalism and corporations. Now you understand why they're very profitable. The banks are banking on ignorance and idiocy. Let's keep going.
And the bank picked up the vehicle because you didn't make the payments, or something happened with that.
I'm not sure, because I took out a loan on the car that I had. Maybe that's what it is, but they said I had till Friday to pay.
Did you finance a car before that one?
Yeah, I financed the one before, but
what happened with that one?
I'm late on that payment, but it needs an engine. It's inoperable.
I got you. How late are you on that car?
A month and a half. My note is 190 something. So I'm like 400 or 3 something behind.
Okay, hold on 1 second, because what I'm seeing is it's longer than that. It's in repossession status. Even if the car is inoperable, if you have a loan or a lien on it from a bank, you'll still be financially obligated for that loan, right? So when you're looking to get into a new car, that's going to hinder you because right now you are delinquent on that car and the other one. Do you have any money down to get into a car?
I do not have any money down, no.
Let's see. Are you trying to fix your credit? It says that you're disputing some accounts. Are you doing credit repair?
Yes, but that account is being paid right now.
So it's showing that
it might not show because it went to a different company.
Yep. Here's the problem we have, right? You had a loan with them that you were almost a year late on. It's showing 13 payments past 90 days. So that's over a year. You were late on that. Your credit card is showing that you had 2 60-day late payments and then your 23 payments past 90 days late. So that one was closed. And then you have another charge-off account. And then, yeah, I mean, right now you have a lot of charge-offs and a lot of delinquent things. And unfortunately, to get a finance car, the bank's going to want to have to see some good payment history. And with no money down and a 500 credit score, we can't get you into a car. The thing I would advise is just get into like a $2,000 or $3,000 cash car and just kind of figure out how you can make some of these accounts whole and settle them and kind of work on your credit.
Okay.
If you have some money down, I wouldn't even try to get you into a car. I wouldn't even finance you a car. I would just tell you to get a cash car for like $2,000 or $3,000 and just thug it out and try to fix your credit. Because just FYI, even though you're fixing your credit, a lot of these accounts are being verified, so it's not going to fall off that easy, right? And I can see all of the disputes you put on, but they're coming right back on with verifying the accounts. That is just financial, like generational pain. And she knew what was going on.
Congratulations. You did everything to stay broke forever. $190 car payment, you can't afford that. And you think it's okay to get a luxury car payment? And when asked, do you have money down to put? No, I don't. It's like trying to go grocery shopping with no money. Oh, I forgot. In this country, you could do that with credit card debt. And she has plenty of that. And she can't even pay it off because a lot of these things are being sent to collections. It's just, I don't understand what the obsession with these luxury cars. I don't know, it's some sort of a magic spell that is making people in a drunk situation to go get these image and status signals. It's not even an income problem. It's not an income problem. She probably makes good money. It's just sad. This is how people stay broke forever. This is the debt cycles that keep people trapped and being trapped in jobs they hate, being stuck in traffic. But let's blame the corporations though. Let's blame the banks. Let's blame the system. But each one of those are profiting off your ignorance.
Kind of made a boo-boo. We bought my 16-year-old at the time a car, and she's like, I'm going to work. I'm going to pay for it, blah, 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 blah. Well, she, after about 6 months, decided she wasn't going to work. Now the car is in mine and the wife's name because she was 16 and can't take the loan.
Sure. How much?
Well, at the time it was 23, and now it's down to 14. We have paid it down to 14,000.
Okay.
Should I sell it? Or should I keep it and just finish paying it off? Because I'm in my debt snowball right now, and it's like the bill I'm working on right now, it's 3 more debts above that. And then I'll be putting all towards that car.
You could keep it and pay it down. She's 18 now?
Yeah, she just turned 18.
And have you guys talked to her about taking over the loan?
Try to, but it's like talking to a brick wall.
Ooh,
So,
I'm not liking what I'm hearing about this. I have
She
a hard
doesn't sound very
time.
grateful.
Yeah.
she's got this attitude that she's entitled to it. And I'm like,
Oh, then sell it in 2 seconds. On the one hand, you guys were in the wrong for bestowing this life of debt in front of her.
We see that now. And
Yeah.
we see that now.
And then she also, it sounds like, I don't know, just deriving from what you've said, she's kind of hard-headed and is
Oh, very
not
much so.
really doing what you guys are hoping for in this moment. So I
Right.
would not want to reward that behavior. I like what Rachel said about kind of going and saying, hey, you know what, we said this, that was our mistake, our bad. However, you also haven't shown that you really want a vehicle. And because of how you're acting, it's very hard for us to even fund one the correct way, which is in cash for you at this stage. I would kind of play both sides of that field.
She's going to be mad, Richard.
Big mad.
So listen, that's the thing about when you set up a boundary, you put up the boundary, and then regardless of what that person, how they react, what they say, that's on them at that point. But you probably know from data points that it's not going to be great.
And she is going to remember the lesson. To me, there's something so big when a parent apologizes and is like, I made a mistake and here's what I did. I never should have done that. That sticks with a kid for a very, very long time.
My thing is, right, is that when you're a parent, you love your kids, you die for them. But I've learned that when you are this soft on them, it creates a level of entitlement. It creates this type of bad behavior that has no responsibility and has no type of learning curve. People do not respect and appreciate free things. And I've learned that through my family members because I've given my wife's sister a car, a 2009 Hyundai Sonata, and crashed it. I was driving reckless with it. Didn't change the oil. And then also my little brother, I gave him a 2015 Chevy Malibu, right? For free. And that's my brother, that's little bro, let him have it. And he never took care of it. Crashed it, scraped it, Again, driving it with no oil change, having no maintenance done to it at all. But I promise you, now that they have their own car payments and they're the ones that are putting money towards it, it hits different. It feels different. Humans learn through pain, right? And struggle. That's how we learn as humans, right? That's the experience. And the best teacher is experience. But when you take that experience, they're not learning anything. You're just kind of rewarding bad behavior. And now you're the one that has to foot the bill and make the car payments, insurance, and everything else that comes with it.
At buying my car. I purchased a 2025 Subaru Forester about a year and a half ago off the lot, and I've disliked it ever since. It's such a huge downgrade from my 2020 Honda Passport. But with that said, do I love this car? No. Do I like this car? No. Is it safe? Yes. Is it reliable? Yes. Will I purchase another Subaru? Probably not.
Why did you buy it? Why did you buy it? Like, nobody forced a gun to your head. Like, nobody was gonna take anything from you if you didn't buy this car. Do people not test drive cars? I get it. I get it. I get it. I get what this is. It is the dopamine of the brand new feeling, the smell, the everything, the idea of it's new.
Probably not. Will I probably go back to Honda? Yeah. Main goal is to pay off this car, drive it for a few years, and then trade it in for a Honda Passport or a Toyota Land Cruiser. But until then, I'm stuck with this car. Honestly, it's very tone deaf of me to be like, I'm stuck with a 2025 Subaru Forester. I get it, and we can afford it, and the payments aren't really that bad. But also at the same time, it pains me to pay $580 every month for a car that I don't enjoy.
What do you mean you're going to trade it? Like, Subarus are reliable. The all-wheel veterans. Like, I love Subarus. They're both reliable cars. Just keep it. You're paying this much only for you to finish it, reach the finish line, just so you can get the car that you should have stuck with. And now you're going to reset the debt cycle. It's hard to feel sympathetic for privileged situations because there are people that don't even have food. And the fact that we're talking about cars and I'm going to play this car game, it just shows me that we're dealing with some sort of a mental illness. These car payments and how people are just playing around with their finances in a time where there's no jobs and AI is around the corner is diabolical to me.
I'm that girl on the internet that has $162,000 of credit card debt, and a lot of it comprises of credit cards, a car loan, as well as 2 student loan payments. So let's talk about my car loan. For reference, I drive a 2021 Chevy Tahoe. I bought this for my 30th birthday in 2021 as a gift to myself. And for context, I have driven this same car since I was 18 years old. It was a car that was given to me by my mom, and I have never bought a new car. I had driven that car basically until the wheels fell off, and it was time for me to upgrade to a big girl car in a sense. And so I didn't take this decision very lightly when I was seeking out and purchasing a car. And there were so many other life circumstances I should have bought in a car previously, meaning when I got my first management job, when I worked at Panera in college, I could have bought one when I became a nurse initially, or when I landed my first nursing job, got some promotions at work. And I just never decided to buy a car because I felt like I didn't need it. I still had a car. But also, number two, there was not a car that I loved that I felt like I would pay a monthly payment for. As my 30th birthday approached, the newer models of the Chevy Tahoes were coming out. When I put my eyes on it, I had this feeling in my life that this was going to be the car for me. Chevy has a really good, reliable record for me and people that I know in my life. My husband drives a Chevy. I just always loved the design, and I've always loved big cars. I knew that we were going to be planning to expand our family soon, meaning children, pets. We love to travel. We love to host, meaning go on road trips, things like that. So having a big car was an essential for us. So I believe I put down, I want to say about a $12,000 down payment on my car. My loan terms were 6 years. And my car payment is $859.59 a month. That sounds like a lot of money, but I felt like I could justify it with my income in a sense. So my Chevy Tahoe, when I started my debt-free journey, was at $23,394.29, and my car loan is currently sitting at $17,701.88. This is the interest rate that I have on my car right now. It's not the best interest rate in the world, but it's not the worst interest rate in the world either. And refinancing just doesn't make sense for me right now. As soon as I pay off this credit card debt, I will be snowballing those payments into that car loan to hopefully pay it off as soon as I can. I believe I have less than 2 years left to pay off this car off. I still love this car very much. I feel like we're going to get a lot more run out of my car. My car currently only has about 44,000 miles on it. And I truly do love my car as much as I do the first day that I bought it. So with all that being said, I think that my car payment is worth it to me. My family uses it. It is our family car. And if you have a car payment, let me know what your car payment is.
Wealth is created with the money you don't spend. Wealth is income subtracting stupid decisions and bad financial liabilities. $800 for a car payment when you have $162,000. I know you justified it in your head that, you like the car payment, but at the end of the day, what you like and what you should do is different. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but at the end of the day, you're in credit card debt and you have a car payment and you have student loans. If people didn't have car payments, they can allocate that money towards paying off their student loan faster, saving up for a bigger down payment for a house, taking vacations that is funded by them and not credit cards, saving to create more meaningful memories and time with the loved ones, create that independence. Do you know how many hours you have to do for you to make that car payment? You do the math. If you didn't have a car payment, imagine your life. But it's hard to do that because car payments is normalized. If you don't have a car payment and you don't have a new car, you're just lame. You're just broke. Everybody laughs at you in the office, at work, on the street. And it's hard because you drive to work every day, an hour, 30 minutes. So you're on the road with newer cars, newer trims, better tires, better, technology, better, like body styles for these cars. Yeah. In comparison, is the thief of joy and the destroyer of wallets and the destroyer of independence. At the end of the day, like I always said in this channel, money has one purpose. If it does not buy you independence and freedom, you are playing the wrong game. And today we've seen that people are playing the wrong game. We have family members that are playing the wrong game. We have coworkers that are playing the wrong game. If you are in credit card debt, check the link in the description down below for my ebook. That has helped me, honestly, pay off $20,000 in credit card debt. Because at the end of the day, you can pay off the credit card debt. The psychology of these companies will get you back into debt. And you have to find ways of the games that they're playing so you can play a better game, right? And if you want a car and you're in the market to buy a car because people want car payments and they want that, at least win. Check the ebook down below on the car buying guide. Love you guys. With that being said, be good, do good. Peace.